everyone.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hello people.
What's going on, everybody?
Hi everyone.
What's up, guys? This is Coach Donnie with ElevateYourself.org.
I'm Sarah Pavin, an Olympian and beach volleyball world champion and a longtime professional indoor player.
I'm Adam, and this episode I'm here by choice.
Brian.
Didn't force him. He came back.
Last episode, it instantly got me hooked. Like, I'm already in love with this show. Usually, this is how I determine if I'm gonna love a show. If I'm hooked by the first episode, or if the intro is just that, good that it just reels me in. So the fact that I enjoyed the intro and the first episode was epic.
Good start. It was like a good rivalry between the little short guy, Shoyu, and Kageyama. I like Kageyama. I have a good impression of him. I don't know, I think I like it that he's kind of cool, very driven. He's a bit harsh and like abrupt, and I'm kind of into it. It looks so excited now they're both at the same school now. I don't know if they're going to go into this team now being like, I'm going to be the best, the rivalry continues and they compete against each other in the same team, or if it's kind of going to be like, we need to work together maybe. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. I hope it's rivalry.
Okay, I recently watched my very first episode of Haikyuu and loved it. First of all, my bad, I probably made the most critical mistake I ever could have made in the history of this show, and I was saying Kageyama's name completely wrong. So, my bad, I apologize, that is so embarrassing. Again, I don't watch the dubbed version, so I didn't understand anything, so maybe that's why. Also realized that I was getting ahead of myself and thought that I was best friends with Hinata, so I was calling him Sho. Again, yikes. Maybe I kind of felt like we were gonna be best friends, so I just kind of got ahead of myself. But anyways, lesson learned. I will not make that mistake again until we're actually best friends. So I will call him Hinata now. And if I said that wrong as well, be sure to tell me.
Episode 1 was
Everything we hoped it would be.
perfection. We cried multiple times.
Loved everything about it.
And why do we cry?
Because it's emotional.
The good emotion.
The good emotion, but
It is happy.
Makes us happy to
It
see
makes me warm.
those kids.
I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I honestly felt it. Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
All
Me too.
those emotions about their sport, about their bond, because it's very nice seeing somebody who is passionate about something and cares deeply about something and is trying to
It's
be their
gonna
best in
succeed.
something. So I really like seeing that.
So, I'm so excited to meet the other characters.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see the people that we see in the intro. So excited to go to our high school.
Okay, we realized in recording this that we have an interesting dynamic going on in that Adam is the newbie and I am the experienced Haikyuu watcher. Shout out to the guy who called my peeking at the camera gymming. Thank you for noticing, that really made my day. I was doing that on purpose, so I'm gonna keep doing it. But I think Adam brings a very interesting perspective, as we all noticed, in that he's really nice compared to me. And he also made me question my entire identity in saying that young me is young Kageyama. So I'm still trying to recover from that.
I heard about that for 2 days straight.
But are you ready?
I'm ready. I think, are we allowed to make predictions?
That's what we do here. We make predictions.
It's gonna be a rough start with all of the egos in the gym. I spent today actually thinking about what it was like to be 15.
Because we now know that they're in grade 10.
I've learned a lot.
Yes.
What it was like to be 15 back in the gym with all of that testosterone pumping. So it's gonna be, I'm curious. I think it's gonna be a rough go.
We will find out. Today we are watching season 1, episode 2 of Haikyuu called Karasuno High School Volleyball Club. So let's see what happens. It's gonna be hard for me to bite my tongue, but I'm gonna try my best. We'll see what Adam thinks. Okay, so here we go.
Without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop into episode 2.
Like,
Just in case we didn't remember how
so
bad
yeah, he had his defeat
smoked last
in junior
episode.
high.
Right, instantly
Yeah.
back to the sad moment that nearly made me cry last time.
相手はコート上の王様。その王様に必ずリベンジする。そう心に決めて。
I wonder what he did in the off season between that match and this one.
Who? Hinata?
Hinata. Like, what is that off season?
He played with the old ladies.
Okay.
And he went running a lot. Remember?
Oh, right.
He decided it was okay to train with the old ladies.
Probably. Best passers.
That's what you
Ladies,
said.
ladies are the best passers.
俺はこのカラスの高校に進んだ。のに。
Man, he looks tall.
なんでいる？
Yo, I like this, man. This intro, it gets me pumped. Like, I'm.
So last time.
No, I didn't notice that in the intro, but y'all are on the same team. But that's fine. Little details I always miss. No surprise.
They're gonna become best friends. I was gonna say they're enemies at first, but like they're gonna be obviously on the same team, so they have to work together.
This sounds pretty cool though.
But he needs some like, well, he got some with the girls team, but he needs some like real volleyball training anyway. 'Cause he's pretty much been by himself.
Yeah, but I also feel like he knows how to play.
I know, but he never really could get onto a court. He didn't have anybody talk. Like that game was like the
right.
first time he
That's
got
not,
there.
yeah, he just needs experience.
Right, I think that this guy's gonna be good for him. That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck?
So cute that Hinata is hoping that it's not Kageyama.
Like, you just declared each other rivals. pretty
volleyball
much,
nightmares.
And you're on the same team.
Oh my god, nice little meta move there.
Kageyama.
Toby, you remember?
Are you serious,
That was
bitch?
his name.
That's a hit to the ego.
1回戦で
Hinata Shoyo, huh?
覚えてないかもしんないけどな。
He did stand out. He put an imprint in his brain.
スピードを持ってたにもかかわらず能力を全然活かせていない
Just making sure he knows where he fits.
That was awesome.
You suck!
It's the truth,
Yeah.
though.
Funny fighting stance.
確かにあの時はボロ負けしたけど次は負けない。
We'll see about that.
Alright, let's go. I like the
ってい
attitude.
う風に
That's a
語り決
typical
してたの
interaction.
になんでお前がいるんだ。同じチームにいたんじゃ倒せないじゃねえか。もっと他に強豪って感じのとこがあるだろ。なんでそっち行ってないんだよ。
県内一の強豪校には落ちた
Oh!
So there's people better than this man.
コート上の
Grades,
王
maybe?
様なのに。
Okay, I want to know how he got the nickname King of the Court at 14 years old. There's got to be a backstory there.
Yeah,
You're not gonna tell
and I
me.
can't tell it to you. You gotta hang tight.
Question of the day.
Question of the day. How did Kageyama get the nickname King of the Court? I don't want to tell you.
No, that's
You
fair.
need to just like
I'll hang it.
let this all soak into your soul, you know?
But I think it's interesting that he's telling him you're good physically, but you're a lousy volleyball player. And then it
Accurate,
comes, and then he comes. Yeah, true. but there's a little bit of like, know where you fit here.
Condescension.
Yes. But you didn't get picked for the best team. So it's a little, I mean, they're gonna end up bonding over that, but
No,
for right now.
but it's like, you can think what you want about me, but we're in the same place here.
Yeah.
So let's remember that.
But they still have that combative, like, I wanna beat you attitude, which is, I mean, eventually gonna have to go. But
You would hope, yeah.
Okay, to pause it, but I'll try and be quick. That his team lost, right? It showed that when he was in junior high or whatever it's called, that his team was defeated. So there are people better than him, which seems crazy because he seems really good. So I wonder if we'll get to meet any of them.
I think it's cool that Kageyama remembers Hinata's team, even though he beat them pretty badly. But I think that's a sign of a great competitor, that they treat each team as a great opponent and they don't play down to their level, which means they put forth the same focus towards really tough opponents as well as really easy opponents. So don't base your effort, focus, or competitiveness based on who's on the other side of the court.
Okay, wow, plot twist. The king, Kageyama, applied to the best volleyball school in the prefecture and didn't make it. So that makes me say, like, how good are these other schools? Yeah. Maybe Kageyama's not that good. No, he has to be, right? I don't know.
It's not a positive nickname.
Ooh, oh, he doesn't like that nickname?
Jeez, they're just angry all the time.
Nothing worse than overhearing a conversation
Honestly,
you're not meant to hear.
I was just gonna say the same thing. There's literally nothing worse than overhearing people talk about you. Like, what do you even do? I have been in that situation many times.
Yeah.
It is, I can't even think of a word to describe how incredibly, like, awkward it is.
Well, but and again, you're in a situation where there's a power dynamic between the two guys, but he just found out that he was cut, and the seniors are talking shit about him. Like,
we try our best not to cuss on this channel,
my bad.
but Adam's a beginner, so you'll have to cut him some slack.
my bad.
If you guys knew me in my real life, you'd be shocked at how little I swear on here.
I didn't realize there were channel rules. My fault. I will be better.
Adam's a newbie. Okay.
My apologies, everybody.
Wow, here come the boys, yeah. Yeah, these were the three that we saw watching last time.
And the upperclassmen.
Rolling up in the same tracksuits.
Alright.
Oh my
Why
god.
is his face like that?
He looks iconic.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks like a fucking sweetheart.
Yeah, he was easier.
最初が肝心ですよ菅さん3年の威厳ってやつをガッと言ったってください田中その顔やめろ
背は影山の方が少し高いけどなんかでかいな高校生
No, this is the other thing about, I mean, probably sports in general, but specifically in volleyball, is you're always looking to see who is taller. He's like sneaking around the back and like changing his angle to see who's taller.
You were like, what's he doing slinking around the back? What does everybody do who's slinking around the back? He's trying to like get the angle to see who's taller. I don't know what I just did with my neck there. I dislocated something, but... Whew. But yes, you were right. Kageyama is tall.
Everyone looks huge compared to you, yeah.
カラスノに来たんだよしチュワッス
身長いくつだ
They really don't look
Just sit there.
だと名前
Speak
だ
up.
チュワッス
Oh,
Wow.
y'all gonna ignore him?
あお
Oh,
前
okay.
チームの一番
Yep.
Shorty number one.
Yep, they
I'm
remember.
Oh yeah, they were there. I forgot. Okay, respect.
お前か
So let me guess. The middle guy's in the left house.
Let me tell you something. Do you want to know why Adam keeps saying that everybody's in the love house? It's because they look like him. Daichi, dark hair. Kageyama, tall, dark hair, blue eyes. Adam thinks that every Love House resident looks like him.
I mean, you do have a type.
I have a type, but not in Haikyuu.
Okay.
The Love House is open.
I didn't realize the rules in your fantasy world were different.
No, it's not fantasy world, it's real life. So Kageyama's taller than everybody. And Hinata's having a bit of a meltdown because nobody sees him at all. Kageyama's only 5'11". I mean, okay, you guys, I know the question has been asked, how tall am I? I'm 6'5". Yes, I know, very tall. But 5'11", I mean, I guess they are in high school, maybe they're gonna grow more. Volleyball tends to be a pretty tall game. Not saying that you have to be super tall to play, but okay, I was expecting 6 foot plus for sure. But he's making an impression.
そうか、お前らどっちもカラスノか。
Do they remember him?
俺たち去年のお前らの試合見てたんだ。お前チビで下手くそだったけど、ナイスパスだったぞ。
That's the first thing people say when they see me. They always say, oh, you're a little short to play volleyball.
He's really short.
That's right. You can't control your height, but you can control how high you jump.
Ooh, that's bold. That's bold.
そうそう、エース宣言。いい度胸だな。
Right.
What is this guy's deal?
Exactly. You gotta be ambitious goals. Like I said in the last
He's
episode.
hilarious.
You ain't got goals you chasing, and why even play?
Oh shit.
That's right. This dude trains day in and day out.
また3年間棒に振るぞ。
It's harsher, but I like it. It's true.
Oh,
He's
shit.
my
The music's
favorite.
picking up.
What Kageyama says. I like it.
影山。
Yeah, but sometimes your best isn't good enough. You've got to get better.
He's not gonna be able to help himself. He's gonna challenge him with something. Short court, maybe.
もう敵同士じゃないって分かってる？バレーボールは繋いでなんぼ。勝負しろよ。
Yes, sir.
大地さんの話の途中だろうが。何の勝負だ？バレーの決まってんだろ。1対1
What
で
do you
どう
mean,
やって
said
勝負
it?
するんだ？
Spike it. What do you mean? Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
勝ち負けがあんのか。
Get carried away. Like, man, they just,
There is one-on-one volleyball. I've seen people gamble with that in Chinatown. It's brutal. You get 3 touches, and you get the whole court.
Wait, is Sensei like a title?
It's when you,
Or is that
correct me if
respect?
I'm wrong, but it is when you're like, somebody's like higher up than you. You say
Got
sensei.
it. Okay. I was just curious.
I feel like an authority figure,
Is that-
but like for on the team, the upperclassmen are referred to as senpai.
Also, it's a complete
It's a
hierarchical
complete different
thing.
word.
Yeah.
Like the teammates, the older teammates are called senpai, but like the teachers and authority figures are called sensei.
Got it.
切磋琢磨ってやつですよ。な。何かっつうと問題行動に従う共同だからおとなしく。
Oh no, come on, guys.
お前のサーブ去年は1本しか取れなかったからなその1本
I only caught the one. I only caught the one serve you gave me last year with my face.
去年とは違う。俺だって去年とは違
He
う。
hits the VP in the face.
ほら君こそ勝手なことはやめなさいね。あれは
Healthy competition within the team. That's good.
ビビるなおばちゃんたちのサーブで
Trained at this with the old ladies.
The old ladies serves.
Okay, he just said he trained like crazy with the ladies' serves. Let me tell you, for anybody who may have laughed at that, every single guy who tries to pass on a women's net has a lot of trouble because the women's net is so much lower and like the serves, because it's so much lower, the serves can come down at the player. So for a guy to pass on a women's net is very challenging. So I'm hoping he proves that that practice was not wasted, but it appears like Kageyama's about to jump serve in his face. So hopefully he doesn't embarrass himself.
He's gonna get embarrassed again.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, no.
shit.
Oh, no.
Awesome animation.
He's on the ground.
Bro.
こんなサーブ打つやつ女子にもおばちゃんにもいねえんだよ
それのどこが去年と違うんだ
Maybe he got used to the standing floats or the jump floats and didn't get to see a lot of jump serves.
Come on, send it back. Speed. There you go. Bam. Pop it up. Pop it up. Oh, damn.
No.
Imagine if that happened, it'd be hilarious.
Oh, gosh.
Such random humor, but so cool.
Oh,
This is a little embarrassing.
making fun of
気
him.
づいてたぞ
Wow.
田中も黙れ
Oh, the poor captain, bro. He's done for.
So that went pretty much exactly how I expected.
Pretty much as badly as it could have gone.
That's not true. He made a read from like 6 to 5 on a spin serve and got there.
He
didn't-
passed it into his teeth
Yeah, but it's better than
and then
not
knocked the vice principal's hair off.
It's better than not touching it at all.
Really?
I mean,
Would you rather touch it like...
no, I would rather not get hit in the face. I'm just saying, if we're building on the positives.
You know who else was building on the positives in that last scene? The gray-haired player with the shaggy hair.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm not gonna get ahead of myself, but do you guys know what I'm thinking? Okay. That did not go the way I predicted. Not only did he get hit in the face on ball 1, he passed it into the principal's face, who lost his hair. I think the only positive that has come from that is his very fast reflexes. Got his feet to the ball really well. Clearly the platform needs some work. Okay, again, I know he's a beginner, but he's been practicing hard all summer.
So what's interesting about the Japanese national team is some of the topspin, some of the jump servers actually toss with their left hand. Majority of the world for jump serves actually toss with the right hand. So Kageyama does what majority of the world does. Although I do notice that he does keep his hand closed. It looks like he's cupping it, so I don't know if that's an animation limitation or if that's just his actual technique. But you do want to keep your hand open when you're spiking, more surface area, but you do want to keep it relaxed. So open but relaxed. You want a large surface area so you have easier to contact the ball. If you do a knife hand, it's really easy for it to hit the edges of your hand and it's going to be harder to control. So that's an interesting detail. I wonder if they're going to explain if he does that on purpose.
幸いにも特にお咎めなし
Oh, okay, they got us easy. NDA agreement, bro.
だがお前らお前がちゃんと取らないからだ下手くそ
Oh, they're so disrespectful to this captain.
Cap's gotta get them in line.
なあどういう
Yeah, shut up.
少し聞いてほしいんだけどさお前らがどういう動機でカラスノに来たかは知らないけど当然勝つ気で来てるんだろはいもちろんですカラスノは数年前まで県内ではトップを争えるチームだった一度だけだが全国へも行ったでも今はよくて県ベスト8
Man, the national tournament, I've seen videos of that in high school in Japan, the national high school tournament. It's some really good volleyball.
A lot of crow references.
Yeah.
So if you guys have a chance to search it up on YouTube, I highly recommend it.
He had like a little Hinata moment as well. Yeah, he had that moment. Bro, everyone has that moment where they like fall in love.
Goddamn right we are.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna charge up and fly away.
The crows are gonna fly.
That was him. Those are his crows.
Yeah.
Bro.
I felt that. That was very inspiring. More with the crows, but to see how they like are believing that they're gonna get there. This captain, love him. And then seeing Hinata like in that big arena, like it brought back feelings from my own career. Like that hit me deep.
The wingless girls. Gave me little chills.
It did? You've got, ladies and gentlemen, we are in episode 2, and we have succeeded in inducing the goosebump.
There's nothing better than having a goal and wanting to work towards that. It's
Well,
okay. So, but wait. So are the crows the mascot or just?
okay, so based on everything that our subscribers have taught me, Karasuno, when it's broken down into its Japanese, the translation, not directly Karasuno, but it involves crows.
Okay. Do schools have mascots? Is that a thing or just a name association?
It's like literally like word association, like direct translation.
Which is why they call them the.
Hit me up with the comments because I know I just butchered that real bad. But anyways, part of the word Karasuno is crow.
Got it.
So that is kind of like what they are known as. So that's why there's like the crow imagery.
Yeah.
But did you notice that at the beginning they were eating garbage?
Yeah, the flightless crows.
But then when he looked at the sky, he was like, and then they were like flying.
Yeah, that was the goosebumps part.
I am wondering if throughout the, you know what, goal number 1 accomplished, the goosebump. Goal number 2, guess what it is?
I don't know.
Crying. Adam's getting more emotional in his old age. Will he be sobbing and having snot running down his face like me? Probably not. But if we can get a glisten in his eyeball at some point over these seasons.
That's the goal.
Yes.
Okay. I make no promises.
You don't have to make any promises. Haikyuu will do the work.
All right.
I go
Vision, man. Yes. Why am I getting like goosebumps right now, man? It's like I'm getting excited for him.
I know that feeling, man.
心配しなくてもちゃんと本気だよ
Damn. Alright,
そのため
so
にチーム一丸とならなきゃいけないし
Very true.
共闘にも目をつ
Gotta
け
be
ら
a
れたく
team.
ないわけだよ俺はさ
True that.
お友達になれって言ってんじゃない
The other two were actually afraid of him too.
中学の時にネットを挟ん
Dark
だ
like
敵同士だったとしても今はネットのこっち側同士だってことを自覚しなさいって言ってんのねどんなに優秀だろうが一生懸命でやる気があろうが仲間割れした挙句チームに迷惑をかけるようなやつは
Where's he taking him?
This is good.
Get out.
Good captain. Set the tone early.
Hell yeah, I like that. You have to work together, boys.
Put your shit together. All right, Cap.
Come back as a team.
Right?
I love this guy. Okay, what's his name? The captain. He is my guy right now. First of all, really spot on with knowing Kageyama and Hinata. He doesn't care how good they are or how hard they're gonna play, which is basically defining those two. He just wants a united team. I love this guy. And I must admit, he's right. They don't have to be best friends. They just have to be good teammates. And I can relate to this 100%. You will not be friends all the time with people you play with, but you have to have a good professional working relationship. That is what being on a team is. And, okay, obsessed.
I'm going to add on to that. Someone who's coached over 30 teams for both boys, girls, and adults. I've learned that, yeah, it'd be nice if people can be friends off the court, but to have a great experience and a successful team, you actually don't have to like each other, but you need to be respectful, you need to be civil, and you need to work hard for each other. So keep that in mind, because I think their team captain's making a really good point. Learn to work together, even if you don't like each other. And that's life, right? You're gonna work in your workplace and you're not gonna like your coworkers all the time, but does that mean that you're gonna quit your job? No. So some very great volleyball team principles so far. Definitely more than just a random anime. This is identical to an actual volleyball team experience.
Ooh. I mean, up until he locked him out of the gym, I was like, that's exactly what you want in a captain. Bring the new guys in. Lay down the rules. Tell them what the expectations are. I can't say I saw him locking him out of the gym.
If they're gonna take away from practices, what do you expect?
No, I get that. I feel like there might be some other ways of doing that.
I thought that speech was wonderful. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what you want in a captain. I just didn't expect him to lock him out of the gym.
Given a little twist already. Thank you, Daichi.
Oh, that's Daichi?
That's his name.
Okay. I like him.
Yeah, me too.
Bye. Hey, what's done is
Neither of them can
it had to
believe
be
that
done.
just happened.
Y'all need to learn to work together, help each other improve. If y'all want to play volleyball.
I also love these halftime things.
Right into the camera, nice.
I love
There's a beautiful water bottle there again.
Yeah, that one didn't hit the camera. Let's go.
チームメイトの自覚って何？どうやんの？知るか。入れてください。バレーやらせてください。
First, by trying not to fight against each other.
Yeah, volleyball is a team sport. Can't just think about yourself.
They're so desperate. Nah, I trust this man. See? Why are you throwing him on the ground, bro?
After knocking him out.
That's a mature player there.
Oh my god.
He is calm but scary.
Why this dude's creepy as hell?
He spits truth as well, like Kageyama though.
Fucking goated. I already love Daichi so much.
Okay, I think that's what Kageyama's problem is. He's so confident in his own ability, he doesn't want to rely on nobody else.
What do we say? It's all about how learning how to play team.
He might have a bad, tip off, and he blames it on his other teammates. Learn to work together.
That's right. It's not like basketball where you can just take it coast to coast and rebound and score, dribble down and score by yourself. It's the ultimate team sport. You're completely dependent on your teammates.
Probably not the smart move to tell him exactly how you felt. But I will say, given that both of them really want to play, very interesting method, will be very effective.
Yeah, but like Kageyama doesn't have a filter, obviously.
I'm just saying the similarities are hilarious. What?
I need a break. I don't.
I have a filter, I know.
I wouldn't. Anyways, let's keep going.
なの？実はバカなの。
Holy shit! Good lord, Hinata.
A lot of you left in the comments about how the creator of this actually played volleyball as a middle. But I don't know if the creator was also the animator. That's not always the case, but if it is, this is incredible detail here. One, the angle of the ready stance. So when you're in a ready position to pass, you want your feet shoulder width apart or slightly wider, knees slightly forward so you get that quad activation so you can push forward, and then shoulders on top or in front of your knees. Right? You don't want to be on your toes. You just want to be balanced. A lot of people make the mistake of having their shoulders behind their knees and then they end up being on their heels. So you want to balance middle of your foot, shoulders on top of your knees or slightly in front of your knees depending on your body type. Now back to this guy. He's absorbing force of the the volleyball, so either on attack or a serve if there's a lot of pace on the ball, which is a really interesting detail that someone would animate even for just this little snippet. So let's watch it again. So you'll see him kind of pull his platform back as he's passing to absorb some of the force of a faster ball. Let's do it again. Boom. Alright, so I do have a comment on the block here. This is a really cool blocking tool you can buy on a lot of major websites. Check out allvolleyball.com and you can use my discount code to get 5% off of your blocking practice partner. But anyways, this is like a styrofoam thing with 2 sticks. Now this is not a good blocking position because well-formed blocks should be moving forward over the net, which is what we call penetrating the net. So if you're ever blocking, I pretend that these sticks are the arms, you never want to block straight up. You want to push over so that there's as little space between the net and your arms as possible, so the ball doesn't dribble between your arms and the net, and more importantly, you'll be blocking the ball downward and back toward the other side. So this blocker should be holding it forward, not straight up. So I'm surprised that it even bounces back that way.
Oh my god, they're reminding me of puppies.
It's like a little monkey up there.
Yeah, he looks like a monkey.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true king. He still doesn't get it.
And by doing that, they'll actually become close.
What's a bad attitude?
Damn, he's gonna be the carry?
A little too arrogant for me.
I don't love this idea. He is not a good teammate. Ugh.
He just like the way that he says things might be a bit harsh, but like he just means well, really.
He's not very good with his words. This Kageyama.
But I'm sure Kageyama will learn how to communicate better.
This is hitting me, bro. In hallways. This was what my school was in high school. It's really similar to his story.
Being in that volleyball zone where the world just kind of fades and the only thing matters is just you and the volleyball. I've been there before.
Yeah, he understands that.
They can bond over that, bro.
I love that. He was just so honest with him, so real.
Oh, no, never mind.
Who is that?
Hello.
Hello.
Foxy lady. Oh.
Interesting development.
Babe.
Who are you, the manager?
The way they draw her face is actually the prettiest part.
That's
Holy shit.
awful.
What the fuck? Girl got some assets. I mean, I guess she has to. She's literally the only girl. Kyoko, yeah.
I bet you that's the girlfriend of the captain.
Is this the guy that... Didn't someone say that in the first episode? I love him.
Who is this new character? Okay, it's a boys team, so obviously not a player. Maybe a manager? Also, we haven't met the coach yet. Unless the guy who I thought was a captain was actually the coach. I hope I'm not wrong. So maybe she's the coach. Or maybe like a love interest. This adds a little bit of a twist. I was not expecting this. That's Kyoko. Kyoko. She's the manager.
Team favorite?
Team favorite? I mean, she's the manager.
Go.
She's good at her job. That guy. Yeah, you haven't learned his name yet, but it's Tanaka.
Okay.
He
The names are
loves
gonna
her.
get me.
Clearly, he's into her.
Kageyama is turning out to be a little more arrogant than I thought he was.
Oh, are we still the same person?
No, not in that regard.
He felt the pressure to say no because I looked at him like that.
No, I would never call you arrogant. That's not in your DNA. You're confident, you speak your mind.
No filter.
I can imagine that as a younger child you had less of a filter than you do now. But yeah, there's no room for that on the team.
He's very confident in his abilities.
No, there's a difference.
I just want to say, thinking back to when I first watched this, I can't remember how I felt about him. I do remember I think I thought he was a big jerk. But now that Adam is saying that I am him, minus the extreme arrogance, I think I have a little more of a soft spot for him.
Wait, he's like me?
勝負して勝ったら入れてくださいとか言ってきそうじゃないですかあいつら
Wait, that is what they said.
冷やしてちょこっと反省の色でも見せればいいだけなんだけどなキャプテンな勝負させてください
He literally just predicted it. Yeah.
マジでか
Wow. They practiced.
They kept it together.
でも俺こういうやつら嫌いじゃないですよ負けたらどんなペナルティでも受けますちょうどいい
That's a bold statement.
Oh shit.
ちょうどいいお前らの他に2人1年が入る
Who are these other new team members? And why are they not at the school yet? Ooh, I want. Oh gosh.
雰囲気見るためにやってるゲームだ
でも3対3ですか。俺たち側のもう一人は
田中お前当日日向たちの方に
Alright, I get Baldy.
俺っすか
一大事だって言ったろ
Damn.
関わるのは面倒くさいです
そうですか
Rough,
試
bro.
合いじれるのは田中くらいだと思ったんだけど
That guy's so big. That's hilarious.
He's feeding
It's been so long since I've watched anime. I forgot
He
how
knows how
funny
to
it
like
is.
work
お前ら
people
が負け
well.
た時だけど少なくとも俺たち3年がいる間影山にセッターはやらせない
Whoa.
それだけ
That is
So if y'all lose, the
rough.
spot is
So
gone.
no punishment to
負
Hinata?
ける自己中のやつがセッターじゃチームが勝てない
That's true.
Damn.
Yeah, you gotta be
Oh, it's very
a team
true.
player.
Oh,
right?
dude. He's so full of he's so confident in his own skill that he can't rely on no one else.
センターです
勝てばいいだ
Yeah, I'm about to say then prove it.
自分一人の力で勝てると思ったから来たんだ
That's why he didn't make it into
Yeah,
the
poor Hinata.
俺も
Because I mean his skill is probably undeniable. He probably, I mean I believe he's good, but
Interesting. Interesting.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. This goes back to what I was saying in episode 1. Kageyama does whatever he wants. His players never know what's going on. He makes it all about him when really he should just be trying to get the most out of his teammates. I love this ultimatum. Just to really make him aware of how important the position of setter is. You are the general on the court, and if you are making it all about you, then nothing can work, ever. You have to make it about making the ball better for your teammates every single time you touch it. So, I love this consequence. Oh, baby!
These high school kids throw around ultimatums on the team.
Daichi's a boss. Okay, you have to tell me what you're thinking. Out loud.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm thinking. I'm thinking as a coach, do I want my captain telling my star setter that he's never going to play if he loses? I mean, I get...
You wouldn't make the same choice?
I think when you're coaching, you have a little more perspective on where things are going to go. I get what he's...
But how do you know he would even be the star setter? You don't know every other player's position.
No, but I'm assuming there's got to be some bad be associated with the king. He doesn't like the nickname, but clearly he's talented. And if your high school isn't that good, like he's gonna be one of your best players. So it's interesting to see how they've set up a captain dealing with, and obviously, like he's identified it's gonna be an issue, and he's trying to do it. It just seemed a little extreme.
I do think it's interesting that all the focus is on Kageyama though, and his attitude problems. Hinata definitely, and again, I'm playing devil's advocate, so step off. But Hinata's provoking him also.
In what way?
Being like, oh, we need to challenge, I'm gonna beat you, I've been working hard, I'm better, like blah blah blah. Like, instead of walking into the gym and being like, oh cool, we're teammates, he immediately became antagonistic and was like poking at him.
I mean, that's just boys.
But that's what I'm saying, like Kageyama's the only one who's really being like told off.
Yeah, but when you're good, when you have that reputation, like this.
Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, I get that. But let's be honest, Kageyama is a nobody. He's played one match.
Well, you're throwing around statements like he's the star.
Sorry, I got the name wrong.
Hinata?
Hinata.
Oh, I'm like.
No, sorry. I'm bad with names.
Adam's terrible with names. So let's just.
I'm gonna pick hair color. He's a nobody. He's played one match. He jumps high. They're looking at him going, maybe he'll be good, maybe he won't be.
He probably won't be.
Yeah, nobody's paying him any mind, which is why all the attention's on him. And the captain knows that if he can get that guy in line, they're going to be better. That's the only thing he cares about right now.
So what you're saying is Daichi is a boss.
Daichi knows what's up.
Okay, Daiki. I butchered that. Somebody help me out here. Okay, that's the captain's name. Finally figured that out. Okay, my prediction is that when the captain was a first year, that he acted like Kageyama is now. And he probably came in with so much confidence, so much swagger and ego that he had to learn how to be a great teammate. And so he is trying to help Kageyama and Hinata so that they don't repeat the mistakes that he did, is my prediction. He's a really good guy. He seems very wise, great teammate, but I feel like there is something in his past that has made him gain a lot of perspective.
Because he sees their potential and he
maybe
knows
he
what
sees
they could be.
potential, bro. He needs them to work together. He wants to go to nationals.
でもお前別にセッターじゃなくったってすぐレギュラー取って活躍できるんじゃねえの？それにセッターよりスパイカーの方がかっこいいじゃん。
Setters are like the control tower, bro. They're like the lighthouse that sees everything.
セッターはチームの司令塔だぞ。
Or the control tower, there you go.
ボールに触れるのがセッターだぞ。
They touch the ball the most. They control the game.
So you two will be a perfect team.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they are underappreciated.
The most important one
Not
of
as underappreciated as middles.
テレビで映す角度じゃ分かりづらいけど、コートのエンド側から見んだよ。
That is true. Watching volleyball live is so much better than on TV, bro. What athleticism, how fast it is, how high they jump.
I love the passion. This is what can bring them together. Their mutual passion for volleyball.
That's a nice animation.
Dude has some anger issues. Like, he is terrifying me. I mean, he's not wrong.
かっこよくて面白いのがセッターだ。
お前がセッターやりたいのはよくわかった。
影山にセッターはやらせない。くそ。なんだ。
勝てばいいんだろ。お前 先輩相手でも自信満々だったじゃねえか。
Yeah, it's part of it too.
Tanaka just looks like such a goofball. I can't take him seriously. I know I said something about his hair before, about his yelling problem, but he
Practice outside.
just looks like the class clown.
I like Tanaka.
Is he trying to secretly help them?
I was like, it was code. We better come here before.
He told them
7.
when they're
Yeah,
friends.
look at him. Why? Oh,
They're gonna get there
earlier?
before.
You don't be like.
That was really cool. Oh my god!
I guess he can't be a setter.
What are they doing? What's running?
Okay, I'm learning a lot about the characters. I realize that I'm very quick to make snap judgments on them, but I feel like that's why I'm here. Tanaka is, he's on their side. Well, obviously he's like on their team for this thing, so he wants to win, but he didn't have to tell them that the gym would be open early in the morning. That's a pretty cool move. When I watch volleyball, I do not like to watch it from the side. When I watch volleyball, I only like to watch it from the end of the court, because from the end of the court is where you can see the plays develop. You can see what plays the setter is running to try to get the other team's blockers to cheat one way or another. You can see the speed of the game, how the block sets up. Whether I'm watching beach or indoor, I will only watch it from the end of the court for the exact reason that Kageyama just mentioned.
So he's identifying a couple key points for a setter's role on the team. Yes, you want to make sure you execute a very hittable ball, but you also have to, it's a lot about feel as well as the actual technique. You have to know each of your hitter's rhythm, because every hitter is built differently, right? They're all different heights, they have different musculature, the different speeds. So it's a lot to keep track of. And on top of that, as a setter, you have to try to put your hitters in the best situation possible. You can't just throw a set and expect them to just deal with it. So what he's referring to here is that a setter's job is to trick the other blocker into isolating his hitters. That means he's going to try to be deceptive enough to where he can get his hitters one-on-one, where a hitter has to hit only against one block instead of 2 or 3.
Unfortunately, he's not wrong. The setter runs the show on the court. The hitters do get all the glory because it looks the most impressive. They're the ones that hit hard, but like the team would be nothing without the setter. So what he's saying is true. I hate that he has like some serious anger issues and can't just like talk. Like he needs to calm down. But Hinata definitely, I'm not gonna lie to you, hitters think that they're the stars, setters know that they're the stars. Hinata's a hitter.
So, anxiety problems.
Who?
The center. Here's my prediction. He is going to struggle in big moments. Okay. You don't have to say anything.
I do remember when I watched this through the first time, when he was giving that explanation about the setter role, I stopped it and I was like, yes.
No, it's bang on.
Like, beginners, and I will say it again, beginners and people who don't understand the game love the hitting role because it's flashy, because it's like power. The glory, the power. But what he said about the setter is so spot on. And I hate watching volleyball from the side of the court. You have no idea what's going on. Any sport that you want to understand the X's and O's, watch it from the end.
I don't think I've ever watched a volleyball match from anything other than the end.
But the only hockey game I ever attended, we watched it from the end. And then everything made sense to me. Because I was like, oh, this is how they're moving. This is the play that they're running. This is their like, it's the same with volleyball. You don't understand the sport until you can see it from the end. Nailed it.
Well, I think the other thing too is if you have a mediocre setter on a really good team, that brings the level of the team down for sure. If you have a great setter on a mediocre team, that team will be very good.
Where have you heard that statement before?
Really.
I think I've said that so many times when I watch this through by myself.
If you have one player that you can do like individuals with or like train by themselves, you always take your setter.
I love training setters.
Yes.
I love training setters. Okay, we agree on that.
Yeah.
well, duh.
見つかったらやべえだろうがバカか。
やっぱきついなコーチは。
田中さん。
Ah, what a good leader,
7時前には
bro.
切り上げろよ。
Came to help him practice.
Got the key.
なんて先輩だった
I like this guy.
Gotta love the
He
great
seems
Yeah.
a bit crazy, but he's cool.
Oh, okay, I keep changing my mind like every 20 seconds. He wants to feel superior to them. Gosh, okay. I thought he was like being so cool, but he really, back to what I said at the beginning of the episode, how he wants to feel like the big, tough upperclassman. Makes sense, he's a second year, he was a first year last year, so he probably got stomped on by the older guys, so now it's finally his chance to do it to somebody else. I had hope there for him for a second, but it turns out my initial impression was correct. I hope not forever, but for, oh, dude. Okay.
Oh, why did I think he like swallowed the damn keys?
確かにいつもより厳しいっすね大地さん。なんか特別な理由でもあんの？
お前らも去年のあいつらの試合見ただろ。影山は中学生としてはずば抜けた実力を持っていたはずなのに。
Yes, he sees the potential just like I said.
そんであの個人主義じゃ中学のリピートだ。
Attitude talk, all it takes is for one person to drag the team down.
Yeah.
日向？まあ確かに運動
He's the key to the puzzle, bro. I can feel it.
実力はまだまだだけど類いまれなスピードと反射神経を持ってて加えてあのバネだ。でも中学ではセッターに恵まれなかった。そして影山は
Exactly! Exactly! They're made for each other!
あいつら単独じゃ不完全だ。
They fit well together.
Yes! They're gonna be the ultimate duo! Said it? Spike that shit!
コンビネーションを使えたら
Oh, what is that sound again, bro?
Whoa! Why is that so
Oh my gosh, I just got goosebumps. This guy is very intuitive and very wise, and he is so right.
And I like that these like older players are being good leaders and are helping them.
以前の問題だよこの野郎。
体育館。
昨日も来たろうが。
小さな巨人もここで練習したんだな。よーし、やるぞー。
I just love how we are already seeing a friendship. Episode 2. And I can see
it's
that,
gonna be like our
I'm
central
gonna-
one.
Yes, and I can see that I'm gonna give my life for them.
I already feel like I would.
But like me too. But like also the captain. The captain is the captain, and I
love captains. I love that like one person is gonna be like the big brother
and
like
yes,
make good
yes,
choices and
yes.
care about everyone and everyone's well-being, and just like pay attention to people and be
I
so
feel like
good and kind.
I'm 100% sure that we will not be able to pick a fifth.
No, don't ever rate
This
me.
show,
Ask me to rate.
You can see that.
I feel like it will pain me to rate them.
I don't think because like, we're just getting to know them.
That's what I mean, and there's gonna be so many more. Like we don't know the rest of the team. You know what I mean? We just saw these three. Like when we were playing volleyball, feel comfortable in any position. But like being a setter like is very difficult. Like I at least thought it was very difficult. I prefer being a spiker. I just thought fucking being a setter was horrible. Not horrible, but like, my god. I like the whole speech. I can't wait to like look at a match, you know, like to see how they function, how they work, because I'm sure it's gonna be accurate, you know.
And we're gonna first see the match between
3-on-3. I wonder like the ones that we're meeting next episode. I guess that we're playing against. I think they're also gonna be like very important characters because like they're also starting off with them. And
yeah, of course.
It's gonna be so fucking sweet.
Of course.
I am looking forward to seeing that so much.
They have a lot to learn.
Yeah.
And improve.
Yeah.
And become back the best at the end.
And our boys can help
and
make that
lose
happen.
many times.
Yeah, they're not about to win all matches.
No.
They're gonna lose some matches,
but like,
and
they're
that's
gonna
fine.
win some, and that's
There's
gonna
4
be
seasons, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So like, they're about to lose the finale at some point, you know? That's gonna be
finale,
fucking painful.
100%.
Definitely, they're losing the first one.
100%.
They're losing the first one. Might be winning the second one. Like, is that like on the high school competition level or whatever?
What can I tell you guys? We're gonna have our best time here.
It ended. The show's so funny. What the hell? And the Tanaka, he's funny too. Oh man, I so hope they're gonna be such a cool duo. That'd be so sick. I don't think personally Kageyama will be a bad setter. I just don't think he can play as a setter if he doesn't trust his teammates, like Shoyo, like until they get over the whole rivalry. And I think Shoyo just needs someone to practice with. I think he just needs experience, which like I can see him doing so well, but like the lack of experience is so hard. Maybe I read it wrong. I thought they said there were two other new teammates. One of them will get the grey-haired guy, third year. He's funny. Oh, he's nice. He's really nice. He seems pretty cool. I like him. The captain is like, I'm already a little bit sad that they're third years, which means they'll only get to play with each other for a year, and then they'll graduate. It's just started. So it's the first day and I'm sad that they're gonna eventually leave. When I watch like a lot of Japanese shows, here in Australia when we graduate in high school, you're in it till you're 13 until you're 18. You have about like 5 to 6 years with the same people of every school. They only have 3 and then they graduate. That's like barely any time to like, I feel know anybody. But the fact that they're gonna leave in a year like already makes me sad. I don't want them to leave. They haven't even done their first match yet. And girls play on the volleyball team? I guess not, right? They must only do men. Because like, what's that chick's role? Is she maybe just like a coach? It would be cool if she played. Or maybe she's like the captain's sister. And damn, I love the comedy in this show. I think the comedy is so well done. I don't think it's like overused at all. I just love seeing like teams have fun and like friends have fun. So I like that they all joke with each other. And I like the other like older third years. I like Tanaka and I like the great haired dude, I don't know what his name is, and I like the captain. They all seem very just like, they seem like they have such a good bond. I really like them. Tanaka's cool, loose and carefree, and he's like flirting with the girl. He's like, I love that she rejects me. Which like is just so stupid. Also, something else I completely forgot. I wonder why Kageyama got rejected by like the really good school? He must have got rejected because maybe he was too self-centered. I think he thinks of things too plainly. He thinks skill is what makes him win. He doesn't really think teamwork makes him win. So I think that's maybe why he got rejected. Like he has the skill, but he doesn't know how to apply the skill and work with other people. The animation also looks real cool. I like that they kind of like switched up during the stars when Kageyama was serving. That is dope. Sometimes I feel like it's a little bit hard maybe. I feel like it's just sports. It's just sports. So different from watching it in person. It's just sports. So it's like interesting to see how they build up the momentum for it in the animation. They make it completely different. So it's really cool and it does actually really impress me. So I'm really enjoying the art style so far.
I really like the team captain of Karasuno. He seems pretty level-headed, and the way they've animated his eyes, I know it seems like I might be looking too much into it, but I think this was intentional from the artist. He has very warm and welcoming eyes, almost like he's a nurturing figure, which he might be because he is the team captain, and he knows how to manage his players pretty well and how to push them in a way to get the most out of them without degrading them. And it's a luxury to actually have a good team captain. Unfortunately, some people use that position to put other people down to make themselves feel better about themselves. So I'm happy to hear that they have a good team captain. I'm curious why the coach isn't there and why the team captain seems to be functioning more as the coaching figure. I do like the growing dynamic between Hinata and Kageyama. I knew that they were going to have some more interaction later, but not to this extent where they're fighting and bickering, and that just means you know they're going to grow to be close friends, which will be a fun process to watch. I can't wait to see them actually start practicing and building their chemistry just to see what Kageyama and Hinata look like on the court. It's just been a lot of backstory so far, which is pretty normal for the first few episodes.
I feel like this was a big one for character development because we are really seeing how the upperclassmen are thinking, the captain in particular. Tanaka is the goofball who is just really happy to not be the youngest guy anymore. Kageyama and Hinata have a lot to learn about what it means to play on a volleyball team and what it means to be good teammates. So I'm really excited to see how this 3-on-3 match goes. I'm so excited to meet the other two first years and to see how they play and what their story is and how, like, what they bring to the team. But okay, I really believe that if Kageyama and Hinata can work out their issues, that they can help Karasuno High School like rise to volleyball dominance again. So this is incredibly exciting. I'm clearly more invested than I was last time. Also wondering a little bit about this girl who has entered the picture, like what is her role in everything? So this episode was great, laying more of that foundation.
That's what it is. It's just going to be, the first part of this is going to be them trying to figure out how to work together, eventually becoming teammates and friends, obviously.
Not eventually, right now.
It's not going to,
they're going to get it right now, and then they're going to go on an absolute dominant tear.
I don't know, we got a lot left, even in this season.
Right away, they're going to be the best from the jump.
Well, what would be interesting is, I wonder...
I don't believe that.
I wonder if
going to be good.
If this whole series is with, like, Tanaka and the Cap. Like, I wonder if, like, they graduate and we don't see them again. Like, will we see Sho and
later seasons, like it's like they're taking over the team.
Yeah,
probably. Well, there was like a lot that happened in the first two episodes. I feel, not really, but like it was like I feel like we've been watching it for like a little while already.
That's a good sign.
It's a good thing.
We already feel close to these characters. It's a good sign. Good start.
Yeah,
good start.
I absolutely loved that episode as well. I didn't cry this time, didn't nearly cry, but there were definitely still moments then that just like absolutely hit me in the feels. Like, it's just extremely relatable, and like I was kind of saying, like this story of Hinata was so similar to mine in high school, where I went to a school that had never ever played volleyball before, and I'd played a bit, and I wanted to put a team into the national competition, and I was able to bring together this ragtag team of football players, rugby players, soccer players, and we trained and we couldn't afford to go, so we fundraised and like got sponsors, and we built this team, and we went, and the first game we played in the pool, we were the bottom of the whole division because we never played before, and the first game we versed a team that also sucked, and they would only dig. So what you're seeing, like only dig, they didn't set, they didn't spike, would only dig, and we lost. We lost to them. They sucked. And then went into the second game and lost that. And then we had the third game. And if we lost that, that was it. We were out, and then it was elimination after that from the point we got to, so you couldn't lose another game. And so then we somehow, this switch just flicked. I think it was because we were so nervous, like, you know, they were when they walked into this big stadium in episode 1, and we were so nervous, and so we got in and we played this next game, and then we won, and we won, and we won, and we got all the way through to the semi-finals, the top 4 teams in our division, until we lost it was a best of 3, and it went to the third, the tiebreaker, and we lost, bro. But like, our school was so hyped. They were sending messages back to the principal and the teachers who didn't believe in us at all. And it's so relatable. Sorry to go on a tangent there, but that's what this story is, bro. It's so similar in the way, and just the way that they do so much stuff about volleyball and the sport just makes it feel so relatable to me, and it's what makes me like get so emotional with it. So I'm look, it's probably going to hit me so many times. Only 2 episodes in, and I'm already feeling this way. Look, man, I love it. I'm probably going to watch another episode right after this. I'm meant to be watching other shows to record, but I'm just getting addicted, so I can't help it.
That was really fun. I enjoyed it. So we got Tanaka, we got Daichi, Kyoko's the girl. So I have some names down beyond just Hinata and Kageyama. So I am slowly learning the name. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. This is I like the vibes. It feels very genuine. It feels like it feels like the show is just going to be very fun. It feels like it's going to be a very enjoyable watch, which is something that I am down for. I'm just like, there's so many things that I'm already really curious about for things that aren't going to happen anytime soon, which shows that I'm already getting excited for the show, which is a good sign. It's certainly a good sign. I don't really have anything bad to say about it so far. We're already getting tastes of the teammate characters, and we're getting a nice helping of clearly the 2 lead characters. So everything's moving along swimmingly right now.
Okay, I literally got goosebumps. I don't think the goosies hit me so quick in my first watch through.
Why not?
I don't know, because I just didn't know like what was gonna happen and what was gonna come.
That's fair.
But like that explanation of like why and everything, like,
You would make a good coach.
Daichi?
Yeah. He's very in tune with the people around him, like even after a short period of time.
Very emotionally intelligent.
Yeah. I'm curious to see if his methods work. One.
You're very emotionally intelligent.
Until you work for it.
But you, so far, remind me of a mixture of the characters we've met, a mixture of Daichi and the gray-haired shaggy guy.
He hasn't had.
His name's Suga.
Okay.
But he was like a soft heart. And you have a soft heart, but then you're very emotionally intelligent like Daichi. Okay, so the reason that Tanaka is so crazy about them calling him senpai is because he's a second year.
Ooh, so he's like earning his stripes like a year before.
Exactly. So like he was in their position last year, but now finally people are younger than him. So he's like, say it again.
Yeah, now he can abuse the power of not being a first year.
Exactly.
Always the first road trip of the year. The guys who are no longer rookies are the worst ones.
Very true. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's interesting to see the dynamic between the two of them. And
it's hard to watch, honestly.
yeah, and I expected something along those lines, but I didn't expect the setter to be quite so outwardly arrogant. The abrasiveness I can deal with, like he's serious, he says it how it is, but that condescension to your teammates. I mean, I look at it in terms of what helps or hinders the team. You want somebody, especially in a setter, who's confident, who's going to make decisions, who's going to go out and do his thing, but the way he talks to his teammates is not going to build confidence in them. And as a setter, you need your hitters to be confident. You want them to feel good, and that's something that he's going to have to learn how to manage. Whether they're good or bad, whether they're having a good game or not, like, part of your job is to make them look and feel good, because that's how you'll be successful.
Well, we will see what happens. It sounds like we will be meeting the 2 other first years.
Yes.
Soon. So let's see what happens. Let's see how this training goes and how this 3-on-3 match goes with the other first years. Kageyama is playing for his life as a setter. So
only for a year.
We got some desperation here, yes, until the 3rd years are gone, you're right. So, hit us up with your comments. We would love to hear what you think. I'm excited to meet you guys, I've already met them. I'm excited for Adam to meet the other characters. Watching this through a second time is is great.
Do you like it better?
Yes, I do, because I'm able to, I know the people's names, I know their temperaments, I know like what they're about, so being able to pick up on the details now is like bonus, because at the beginning you're so like overwhelmed with all this like information and stuff.
I am spending a lot of brain power trying to remember who's who.
Okay. Lost a couple brain cells, it poof, just exploded. So yeah, it's nice to like have that foundation and to be able to like enter it with that knowledge. So we will get you there. But as I
I'm gonna make many more mistakes.
it's fine. We're fine with that.
All right, so we got another good episode. I like how things are playing out, because Kageyama and Shota, they definitely are made for each other. Like I said, they're gonna be the ultimate duo once they get their shit together. Like I said, Tanaka got his hands full just trying to get them to work together, because clearly it's gonna be a challenge. But I think given some time, they'll come together even during the game, because I'm pretty sure the next episode they'll be doing the little scrimmage match. I think it'll probably be rough in the beginning, but once they probably get that first set and spike down, they're gonna be like, hold on, I need you, and I need you. Yeah, we can do this. Let's work together. We both want to win. Let's bring back the glory to this awesome team. And plus, I don't think Kageyama always wanted to be on a team, but Shota, he used to look up to this team, so this is like his dream right now. And the fact that he's finally getting the opportunity to work with other players that actually enjoy the sport, he's gonna improve, because the fact that his reflexes, just like they said, his athleticism is top notch. All he need now is the actual fundamentals of team play, and he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. And once Kageyama pretty much stop being so self-centered and actually learn to rely on others, which I understand why he only relied on himself, because again, him being the setter, he never had a spiker who could handle his toss. So I think things are gonna play out well. So it was a good episode. So if you all did enjoy the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Thanks.